Hello, this is another short video introducing to you guys features from ToyRig. In this video I like to cover what are going to be the deformation tools that we're going to have in order to make this character be very expressive and with a lot of power to deform and get all the poses, the extreme poses if we need so, or just subtle changes and get that organic feeling in the overall animations that we have. So for that I like to start on the secondary controls, or the secondary category that we have under the hard control here, book. And this is going to show us the classic bend controls that the cartoony characters used to have. This is pretty straightforward, nothing weird here. This is all the classics. One layer deeper than that are the Bezier controls. Bezier controls are basically, we found them under the hard again and the Bezier, and we switched them on and off. Bezier controls are gonna help us to control the ins and the outs of the classic bend controls. So for example, let's say that I want to have like a different way of the arm going into the hand. I can just basically control the Bezier that gets out of the hand and just reshape it a little bit. So basically, working with these fellows here, we're gonna be able to manage how to create like stream pose and work with the flow of, for example, a pose that would be like this, and to get like a more flowing feeling, or like a pose that has more appeal. So this is a pose that I just use the bend controls to get, and I can clean it up a little bit and make sure that it has something more appealing, or maybe something that I feel that flows better, like this, for example. And lastly, in this let's say bendy realm, we got the Bendy Fingers. So I'm gonna bring these fingers down using the master finger control, and as you can see, this is very classic. Just because of the structure of the nature of the fingers, we always have this straight line, right? So the ideal will be, just because we have this curve, to have or to continue that flowing feeling that can be very subtle, that can be, or sometimes very extreme too. So I'm going to be selecting these two rows of fingers or phalanges here. I'm going to be using the beautiful help of Anima, thanks to Alan Camilo. And we have in these phalanges these two controls, these two attributes here. One is bend I, which is this guy here, and one is bend Z, which is going to affect the other direction. So this is going to help us a lot. So just very subtle, we can just add this little curve, and it's, we're going to just beep, add a little touch, so it's, now we can feel that it's more it's a better flow. Next category that we have for deforming the character are the lattice controls that we have here. So lattices, for example, are super mega useful for doing any kind of cool effects on the in-betweens, like for example the smears. I have this one here going on that goes from helps to create this super nice feeling. So for that, let me reset this very quickly. Again, Camilo, thank you very much. I think we all owe you thousands of years of time. I basically just grab this lattice here that is for this hand, and I just drag it, Whoop. Beep. So lattices are in feet, both in feet and hands, but also you are going to find them on the face too. There's two ways to work with them. You can either just select the whole group, and it's going to affect the overall 360 degrees part of that character, but also you can just make it work just in one side of the body if you just select these little blocks here, which is also pretty convenient, and it helps a lot to create nice deformations. And lastly, in just basic deformations, I just want to show you how all the main parts of the body, over all the feet, because people have been showing concerns about how big the feet are. They are sizable, right? So feet are sizable, hands are sizable, the head is sizable. And very quickly, I just want to show you how the foot roll of this character is going to work. Amazing work from KippCase. It's based in this control here that we just basically drag, and is yes, it helps a lot to save a lot of time for doing any kind of walks that looks organic, and also, you know, to get a more convenient workflow around these huge feet if you decide to keep the huge feet. And that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't be afraid to comment, to ask any questions, to subscribe. Of course, don't be afraid to subscribe, or just to join us in the conversations that we may have. And thank you very much, and I hope you liked what you've seen.